Professor pledges to deconstruct whiteness in all her classes. Oh, this will be good. An assistant professor at the University of Iowa has pledged to devote her classes to making her mostly white graduate students aware of their white privilege. Oh, for fuck's sake. Joni Linden, an education professor at the University of Iowa, detailed her extensive commitment to teaching classes that deconstruct whiteness in an academic journal article published Monday, arguing that to do otherwise would make her complicit in perpetrating white supremacy and white privilege. Oh, for fuck's sake. As a white assistant professor of mostly white graduate students who will become higher education leaders, I work to dismantle whiteness in my curriculum, assignments, and pedagogy, Lindsay explains, noting that in addition to her white identity, she also draws on her identities as a queer, able-bodied, cisgender woman. I'm starting to get an idea what's wrong with this teacher. Working with a working class background to construct her teaching paradigm. Lindsay says her commitment to designing classes that fight white privilege began as soon as she became a professor in 2014, at which point she resolved and developed courses that both unveil and reject the notion that neutrality and objectivity are realistic and obtainable. This teacher's whacked. Such supposed neutral curriculum, Lindsay explains, is a type of teaching that fails to take an active stance against racism and other forms of injustice, therefore intrinsically perpetuating homophobic racism, sexism, classism, here we are, ableism, cis transgenderism, and heterosexualism. I think she got them all in one sentence there. That's impressive. Her inspiration came in part from attending an inaugural white privilege conference 17 years ago, which provided her an ideological springboard for the rest of her work. Since then, Lindsay has fought white privilege in numerous ways, such as teaching white fraternity students about white privilege and studying the way white people respond when their privilege is challenged. I wonder how she responds when her theories are challenged. That'll be interesting. She offers up to 5 strategies other professors can use to deconstruct white privilege in their own classes, such as making sure students know their views on race will be challenged, interrupting oppression that occurs in classroom settings, and segregating students by race so they can have more productive dialogues about privilege. And this is where we're getting into the leftists are all racist because they want to segregate everybody. But anyway, glad you admitted it. For the white students, talking about race with an all-white group of peers facilitate their realization that they are raced beings. Okay, you're racist. Thus revealing their own white ignorance, Lindsay asserts as justification for segregating her students during some discussions. Teaching mostly white graduate students is as much about teaching them how to learn as it is about how the content of the course I teach. I make it explicit to my students what my pedagogical decisions are meant to facilitate. She concludes, emphasis in original. Students have agencies, and I am firm with my belief that they can learn how to encourage their agency in a critical way. They hold a potential to improve higher education. Campus Reformed reached out to Lindley many times for comment, but did not hear back from her in time of publication. And to be honest, I don't think they should hold their breath. Okay, guys, the reason why I'm actually writing this article is because this is actually starting to become a commonplace. This is scary. We actually have teachers who need a freaking straitjacket. I am sorry, but this teacher is nuts. And not only that, but she is racist. The reason why she's racist is because she keeps seeing race everywhere. She separates people into small groups based on race. This is racism. This is segregation by race. And it's not just that, but I love the fact that people go on about white privilege. Okay, dump a white man in the middle of South Africa and we'll see how much privilege he's got there. Or better, drop him over in Sri Lanka or over in Saudi Arabia or somewhere along those lines. Let's see how much white privilege that guy will have, or that female will have there, especially the female. I'll be very surprised if she got out of Saudi Arabia. But guys, I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think this is absolutely bonkers? Like, we are going to have to homeschool people before long because the classes are going to be so frigging weird. That's what it's going to come to, homeschooling. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think that this teacher is whacked, or do you think she is completely sane? Do you agree with this course? Do you disagree with this course? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.